Welcome back to Coin Cash King Information Channel, where ordinary coins turn into extraordinary treasure. Today you're going to discover something rare. 4 Australian 10-cent coins from 1971 that could shock you right out of your seat. Some of those coins, if sitting unnoticed in your collection or pocket change, could be worthy. That's not a type, and no, you don't need to be a millionaire to own one. You might already have it and not even know. We're about to uncover rare designs, mysterious mint errors, and stories that tie Australian history right into the palm of your hand. And trust me, every single coin we are about to explore hides a surprise that could leave you speechless. Now, before we jump into the first Australian 10 cent from 1971, take a moment to look at your change jar, your dresser drawer, even that old coffee can in the garage. Because by the end of this video, you will be racing to check if your coin matches one of these rare, mind-blowing finds. Now, I am ready when you are. Go ahead and send me the first coin picture or details, and I will start crafting its story with all the drama, value, and excitement packed in. Now take a closer look at this coin. At first glance, it looks like any regular Australian coin. In today's video is going to be something truly exciting, especially if you've ever held onto an old coin wondering what secrets it might hold. We're diving deep into one of the most underrated yet increasingly valuable pieces in the Australian coin world, the 1971 Australian 10-cent coin, specifically those in fine condition or better. You might just be sitting on a small fortune without even realizing it. This coin is now making serious waves in the collector's market, and if you are lucky enough to own one, you will definitely want to stick around. We're going to cover the coin's fascinating history, its unique features, why it's in such high demand, what collectors are paying in today's auction markets, and some tips to help you cash in or grow your own collection. So grab a drink, sit back, and let's explore the hidden value behind this stunning Australian coin. The story of the Australian 10-cent coin dates back to 1966, when Australia transitioned to decimal currency. The 10-cent coin replaced the old shilling and became a staple of everyday transactions. But while the coin was first minted in 1966, not every year is created equal, and 1971 stands out for several reasons. Despite being part of the early decimal era, the 1971 Australia 10-cent coin has a surprisingly low survival rate in high condition due to heavy circulation and lack of attention at the time. These coins were widely used, passed through thousands of hands, and often worn down, thrown away, or lost entirely. That makes examples in fine condition or better especially rare and incredibly desirable today. Now let's talk about what makes the 1971 Australia 10-cent coin truly special. First off, it features the classic design by Stuart Devlin, Australia's master of coin design, who brought a sense of artistry and elegance to every coin he touched. On the reverse, we see the iconic superb lyrebird, Australia's beautifully feathered mimic bird, captured in stunning detail. On the obverse, it proudly displays Queen Elizabeth II, as was standard at the time, with the effigy created by Arnold Machen. But what separates this coin from others in the series isn't just the design, it's the combination of its mintage, its heavy circulation, and the difficulty in finding one in well-preserved condition. Coins from 1971 have often worn down beyond collectible quality, which makes surviving examples in fine condition or above increasingly scarce. And that's where the value lies. When it comes to coin collecting, rarity and condition are king. And the 1971 Australian 10-cent coin checks both boxes beautifully. While millions were produced, it's the very low number of surviving high-grade coins that has caught the attention of serious collectors worldwide. We're talking about coins that have been carefully preserved, fairly handled, and stored properly. Those are the ones bringing in big money at auctions. Many collectors have noted that even though it is not technically the rarest coin by mintage, it is one of the most difficult to find in collectible grade, especially with minimal scratches, clear luster, and strong edge detail. This demand has only grown in recent years as Australian decimal coin collectors hunt down these elusive examples to complete their sets. And because demand is growing, while the supply remains locked in or shrinking as more coins wear down, the market value is seeing a steady and promising rise. Let's get to what you're really curious about, the dollar value. Depending on condition and grade, a 1971 Australian 10-cent coin in fine condition can now fetch between $200 to $700, while higher graded specimens in extremely fine or almost uncirculated conditions are reaching values of $1,000 to $1,020 or more in online auctions and collector forums. Some graded examples, particularly those certified by, have even sold for $110,000, especially if they have proof qualities or notable dye varieties. That's a massive return on something that might be sitting unnoticed in your drawer. This is not just a fluke either. Auction trends over the past 3 years have shown a steady increase in interest, with competitive bidding wars pushing prices beyond expectations. If you've got one of these coins tucked away, it could be the perfect time to get it professionally evaluated and listed or held onto for further appreciation. Now, if you are a collector or thinking of becoming one, here are a few tips to get ahead in this growing niche. First, always examine your 10-cent coins carefully. Look for 1971 dated pieces with minimal wear, full details on the lyrebird feathers, and clear inscriptions around the edge. Use a magnifier and good lighting to inspect luster, surface quality, and rim condition. If you find one in promising condition, consider getting it graded through a reputable service. Not only does this lock in authenticity and condition, but it also increases trust and value when selling. Always store your coins in a protective sleeve or album to prevent further wear, and stay updated by watching market auctions and joining Australian coin forums. The more you learn, the better your chances of spotting undervalued treasures. And remember, as collectors compete to complete their decimal sets, this specific coin is only going to get hotter. So there you have it, the 1971 Australian 10-cent coin, a small piece of metal with a surprisingly big story. From its rich historical background to its growing demand in today's red-hot collector's market, this humble coin is proving to be a hidden gem. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or just someone checking the change in your pocket, keep your eyes open. With the right knowledge, you might just uncover a coin worth far more than its face value. If you enjoyed this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel, next up, today, we're diving deep into one of the most underrated yet highly sought-after coins in the Australian decimal series, the 1974 Australian 10-cent coin. If you've got one lying around, especially in very fine condition or better, you might be sitting on a surprising amount of value. This isn't just another pocket change piece. This is a coin that has carved out a powerful position in today's numismatic market. So whether you're a seasoned collector or someone just discovering the magic of coin collecting, stick around because you will want to hear every detail of why this coin is generating such buzz, why it is becoming harder to find, and just how much it is worth in today's auction scene. Let's start with a bit of history to truly understand why the 1974 Australia 10-cent coin is so special. The Australian 10-cent coin was introduced in 1966, part of the major currency overhaul when Australia transitioned from the pound to the decimal system. The 1974 issue came during a fascinating era in Australian coinage, right in the middle of economic shifts, rising metal costs, and fluctuating mint outputs. Although the Royal Australian Mint produced millions of 10-cent coins in the early 1970s, the exact figures for each year varied significantly. In 1974, approximately 27.2 million 10-cent coins were minted, which may sound like a lot. But in the world of coin collecting, it's all about surviving examples in collectible condition, and that's where the real value kicks in. One of the standout features of the 1974 Australian 10-cent coin is its classic design. On the reverse, you will find the now iconic image of the superb lyrebird, designed by Stuart Devlin, Australia's most renowned coin designer. This bird isn't just any bird, it's a symbol of Australia's unique wildlife, rendered in fine detail that shows off the minting quality of the time. The obverse features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin, which graced Australian coins from 1966 to 1984. The 1974 version has some striking characteristics. A clean, crisp strike, and in very fine condition, the details are still sharp and elegant. It's these features that make it a favorite among collectors who value design, history, and preservation. Now let's talk about what truly drives the collector market. Rarity combined with condition. While 27.2 million coins may have been minted, far fewer exist today in what would be classified as very fine condition. Decades of circulation have worn many of these coins down. Collectors and investors alike know that quality is everything. A 1974 Australia 10-cent coin in very fine condition, meaning Minimal wear, clear features, and strong eye appeal is becoming harder to source as the years go by. Most of the remaining coins are in poor condition, tossed around in jars or drawers, leaving those in collectible states in ever-increasing demand. This scarcity and high grade makes them a hot-ticket item at auctions and private sales. They're not just coins anymore, they're investment pieces. Let's get to what everyone wants to know. What is this coin worth in today's market? As of 2025, the value of a 1974 Australian 10-cent coin in very fine condition ranges from $122,000, depending on specific eye appeal, clarity of features, and interest from collectors. Higher grades, such as extremely fine or almost uncirculated, can fetch upwards of $135,000 or more. Rare errors or mint flaws in this year can push values even higher, and it is only going up. Auction houses and online coin marketplaces report increasing demand for this specific year, especially as more collectors aim to complete their decimal coin series with quality examples. With the rising popularity of coin collecting and limited supply of high-grade pieces, prices are on a strong upward trajectory. If you're looking to get your hands on a valuable 1974 Australia 10-cent coin, or if you already own one, there are a few things you should keep in mind. First, preservation is key. Handle your coin carefully, preferably with cotton gloves, and store it in a protective case or album designed for coin storage. Avoid cleaning it. Any form of polishing or chemical treatment can actually reduce its value significantly. If you're buying, make sure you deal with reputable sellers or auction houses, and look for coins that are graded or have clear photos showing their condition. And here's a pro tip. Keep an eye on estate sales, flea markets, and older coin collections. Sometimes these hidden gems show up where you least expect them. The beauty of this hobby is that fortune often favors the observant and the patient. So there you have it, the 1974 Australian 10-cent coin, a small piece of metal with big value and even bigger collector appeal. With its rich history, iconic design, increasing rarity and high grades, and growing demand in today's market, it's no surprise that this coin is catching the eye of both new and experienced collectors around the world. Whether you're adding it to your collection for its beauty, history, or investment potential, this is one coin you will definitely want to keep your eyes on. Don't underestimate the power of pocket change. Sometimes the real treasures are right there in your hands. Next up, in today's video is going to blow your mind, especially if you're holding onto Australian currency. We're diving deep into one of the most underrated yet incredibly valuable coins in circulation today, the 1993 Australian 10-cent coin. While it may seem ordinary to the untrained eye, this specific year and denomination holds a powerful reputation in the world of coin collecting. If you have ever wondered if your loose change could be worth hundreds, even thousands, you're about to find out just how valuable that little silver piece really is in today's action-packed collector's market. So stay tuned, because this might just be the most important 10 minutes of your numismatic journey. Let's take a quick journey back to 1993. The Australian 10-cent coin had already established its iconic design featuring the majestic lyrebird, a national symbol of beauty, mimicry, and resilience. Since its introduction in 1966, the 10-cent coin had seen only subtle variations. But 1993 stood out for a unique set of reasons. That year, the Royal Australian Mint produced significantly fewer coins compared to other years. This was due to sufficient circulating stock from previous mintages, leading to a lower production requirement. That decision would go on to make the 1993 Australia 10-cent coin a future collectible not by design but by consequence. Fast forward to today, and collectors worldwide are scrambling to get their hands on a circulated 1993 piece. So, what exactly makes the 1993 Australian 10-cent coin stand out? At first glance, it shares the same dimensions, composition, and design as other years. A cupro-nickel build, Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, and the intricate lyrebird on the reverse. But the beauty lies in the scarcity and subtle variations that exist due to age, circulation, and minor minting anomalies found in some 1993 strikes. Collectors often report sharper details on circulated pieces from this year, suggesting that even regular strike coins held a higher than average quality standard. Additionally, some coins show slight die wear or shift patterns, which, when authenticated, can significantly increase their appeal and value on the market. Demand for the 1993 Australia 10-cent coin has skyrocketed in recent years, and it's no mystery why. It's one of the lowest mintage years for the 10-cent series, with only around 20 million coins produced a sharp contrast to the 70+ million in some other years. And here's where it gets exciting. Many of these coins were actively circulated, meaning uncirculated or high-grade circulated pieces are exceptionally hard to come by. Collectors are not only hunting for general circulated versions, but they are also paying top dollars for coins in extremely fine or about uncirculated condition. Even circulated coins with decent detail, no harsh scratches, and a strong strike are seeing massive interest. It's become a fierce market where rarity meets nostalgia, and the competition to own a quality 1993 piece is hotter than ever. Let's talk numbers, the part everyone is waiting for. Depending on condition and collector demand at the moment, a circulated 1993 Australian 10-cent coin can fetch anywhere from $115,000. But here's where it gets exciting. Coins in higher grades, especially those professionally graded or with minimal wear, are being sold for $142,000 in auctions and private sales. Exceptional specimens, particularly those with minting errors, doubled dies or sharp original detail, have been known to command over 150,000 Australian dollars, especially when bidding wars erupt between seasoned collectors. This isn't speculative. These are real figures seen on platforms, collector forums, and auction houses across Australia. In today's action market, this coin is a gem hiding in plain sight, turning pocket change into potential profit. If you're serious about finding or investing in the 1993 Australian 10-cent coin, here are some must-know strategies. First, start by checking your old coin jars and wallets. You would be surprised how often these coins go unnoticed. Next, head to local flea markets, estate sales, or even garage sales. Many sellers don't know the value of what they are holding. When evaluating condition, look for coins with strong rims, clear facial detail on the queen, and well-defined lyrebird feathers. If you find a great specimen, consider getting it professionally graded. This can massively boost its credibility and resale value. And finally, stay active in online collector groups. These communities are incredibly valuable for real-time price updates, trading opportunities, and insider information on rare coin movements. In a market this competitive, being informed is everything. So there you have it. The 1993 Australian 10-cent coin isn't just a piece of change. It's a gateway into the exciting world of high-value collecting. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just getting started, this coin represents the perfect blend of history, rarity, and investment potential. Its growing popularity and limited availability make it one of the hottest coins to watch in today's marketplace. Don't wait. Start searching. Start collecting, and maybe, just maybe, you'll discover a small silver coin that could turn into a major payday. If you found this video helpful or eye-opening, hit that like button, subscribe for more hidden coin treasures. Next up, in today's video is an exciting one, especially for coin collectors in Australia and around the world. We're going to talk about a very special and highly sought-after piece, the 2005 Australian 10-cent coin with a yellow-tinted front side in very fine aged condition. This coin has been turning heads in the collector market, and its value is steadily climbing. If you've got one of these lying around in your change jar, you might be sitting on something worth a surprising amount of money. So stick around as we explore everything about this intriguing coin, from its history and background to why collectors are willing to pay top dollars for it today. Let's start with a bit of background. The 10-cent coin has been part of Australia's decimal currency system since it was introduced in 1966, replacing the old shilling. It features a lyrebird on the reverse and Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse or the front side. Over the decades, millions of 10-cent coins have been minted each year, but certain years and certain varieties stand out. The year 2005 was a standard minting year, with a relatively high mintage number overall. However, something unusual happened with a small number of these coins. A specific batch released into circulation shows a yellowish tint on the obverse side, possibly due to minting metal variations or exposure to certain environmental factors during production or storage. These yellow-tinted front-side 10-cent coins from 2005 have since become a favorite among collectors thanks to their distinct appearance and increasing scarcity. Now let's talk about what makes this coin so special. At first glance, it might look like your typical 10-cent coin, but a closer inspection reveals its unique charm. The yellow tint that appears on the front where Queen Elizabeth II is depicted is the most obvious standout feature. This golden hue gives the coin a completely different aesthetic from the usual silver-toned pieces. And when combined with signs of natural age and wear, it brings a distinctive character that collectors absolutely love. This yellowing is not dirt or staining. It is embedded in the surface tone, giving the coin a unique patina that separates it from millions of standard coins. And because this wasn't officially acknowledged by the Royal Australian Mint, it falls into that exciting category of unofficial rarity. Those coins that slip through the cracks, adding to their mystique and value. The rarity of these coins comes not from their mintage numbers, but from how few of these yellow-tinted versions have actually survived in good condition. Most coins from 2005 are typical in appearance and end up worn down from circulation. But the yellow-tinted ones in very fine or better condition are now incredibly hard to come by. This scarcity, combined with the eye-catching color and unusual characteristics, is what drives collector demand. In the coin world, it is often the anomalies, the subtle minting quirks, and the unique toning that command the most attention, and this coin has all of that in spades. Collectors and investors alike are scrambling to get their hands on one, especially those that still show strong detail and have maintained their color and structure over the years. So let's get to the part everyone wants to know. What's the actual value of this coin today? While prices can vary depending on the coin's condition, the 2005 yellow-tinted 10-cent coin in very fine or better condition is currently being listed and sold for anywhere between $180,000, depending on specific appeal and buyer interest. In online auctions and coin fairs, sellers have reported brisk interest from collectors eager to add this variant to their collections. Some high-grade examples, especially those with clearer detail and strong toning, have even pushed above the $199,000 mark. For a coin that's nominally worth just 10 cents, that's an incredible increase in value. And as awareness grows and more collectors enter the market, that value is expected to climb even higher. If you're thinking about collecting or investing in one of these coins, here are some tips to get you started. First, always check the condition carefully. Look for coins with strong detail, minimal scratching, and a visible yellow tint on the obverse. Coins that are still bright and evenly toned are more desirable and can fetch higher prices. Second, try to source from trusted collectors, coin dealers, or reputable auction platforms. It's also a good idea to compare several listings to get a sense of current market trends. If you're lucky enough to find one in your spare change, resist the urge to clean it. Original condition is always more valuable than a polished coin. Finally, consider getting your coin professionally graded or authenticated if you plan to sell it or keep it as a long-term investment. Graded coins generally hold their value better and attract more serious buyers. To wrap up, the 2005 Australian 10-cent coin with a yellow-tinted front side is much more than just small change. It's a remarkable example of how a subtle variation can turn an everyday coin into a prized collector's item. With its unique look, growing rarity, and rising market value, this coin represents an exciting opportunity for both seasoned collectors and newcomers to the hobby. Whether you've got one in your collection already or you're inspired to start hunting, now is the perfect time to appreciate and invest in this standout piece of Australian coinage history. Thanks for watching, and like, subscribe, and share the video. Happy collection.